Why don't you move it over to the side too so we can do this? Okay. It like explodes. So I'm not gonna tell him. But it might be if we like have mom on the phone. Because he's not recording. And then I think you can split. I'm gonna call home Christian if you don't come with me. I don't know. I mean, normally it does not work. But this is like...
Do we all have to...
No, it's like to videotape me teaching, and I want to have you guys in it, but it's okay if you girls are not completely in the picture.
What if you like put it to the side?
That's okay. It'll be fine. Okay. Here. Oh, well, that's okay. We can't scoot it back anymore?
Back.
Yeah, but then the caddy would
Just
sort
scoot
of
it
fall.
over.
Look, I have a good idea. How about we put this so then we'll have more space.
Okay.
But what if the pencils fall?
No? Yeah.
Still the same.
Okay, will you hit record too so we can start recording?
Oh, it's already recording.
Oh, perfect.
It
Okay.
recorded.
We are going to continue learning about text structure. Okay. So before we start, let's do a quick review of what all these words mean. So what does descriptive mean?
Descriptive.
Oh, descriptive is
Like a web.
A web. I like how Ada is using her resource next to her. What does that mean though?
like describing something in different ways.
Oh.
Like, it's like about one. I want to add an idea that it's like one word or like something.
Yeah.
Like dogs, and then it's like lots of things like about dogs.
Oh, so you pick one topic and you write a lot about that one topic. That would match this, right? You got one topic and you write a lot of different things about that one thing and you describe it, how it smells, how it sounds, how it feels, okay? What about, just use, yeah, that's fine. Okay, what about compare and contrast? What might that mean?
Like there's two things and then you have to compare and like there's two circles and one side is like let's say a lion and a tiger, one side is a tiger,
Okay.
and one side is a lion, and you and in the middle is what's the same thing about it.
Evelyn C., what do you think compare and contrast is?
Like you have two circles and in the middle it's like the same, and then in the other two circles it's like what's different about them.
Okay, so that is a tool that we can use to help us take notes. But the big thing with compare and contrast is that you talk about how they're the same and how they're different. So you're comparing two different things. How Ada liked how you used a lion and a tiger. That's like how we compare two different things. Evelyn R., what's compare and contrast again?
Compare and contrast is when there's like two circles and then in the middle there's this space where it says what's like dogs and cats, what dogs and cats have the same and what they don't.
Okay, what is problem and solution?
It's like if water spills, the solution is towels.
So that is an example of problem and solution. What's a way to explain to somebody what problem and solution means?
So like there's a problem
Yes.
and you try to solve it.
And you try to solve it. Something goes wrong and we try to fix it, right?
Yes.
How is that different than cause and effect?
Because cause and effect, like a tornado,
Yeah.
you can't fix a tornado, it just destroys stuff, so that's the effect.
Okay, so perfect. With cause and effect, sometimes you can't always fix it, or the author isn't talking about how to fix it. And then what's the last one? Chronological or sequential? What does that mean?
It means like it just goes in order.
Maria is on this, like jumps to it, right? Things go in order, okay? What are some words to help you recognize if something's going in order?
Then,
Like first, then, after, lastly, to begin with.
Yeah, next, right? There's some keywords we can find in our reading to help us. All right, now we're going to move on to actual reading. Now we've refreshed our brains about what these words mean. So let's go to the second page, okay? You'll see one of them is crossed out. Actually, let's go to the very back, okay? The very last page. And I want you to start reading the one that says, a cell phone is lost. So, point to that one when you found it. Okay, Maria's got it, Evelyn's got it. Point to it, which one are you going to read? Awesome. Okay, Addis found it. I want you to read the article. Read it once, just thinking, what is this article about? This little paragraph. Then read it again. See if you can decide which text structure the author is using, okay? Are they using cause and effect? Are they using problem solution? Things like that, okay? You have what?
Me and Ella have been
I know.
already practicing.
So we're going to keep doing this and get really, really good at it, okay? So I'm going to come around and listen to you girls read, but see if you can figure out which text structure the author is using.
I already know what it is. Can you write it?
You already decided. What do you think it is? Why?
Because it's talking about like she always lost her phone and like there's a new one coming.
So remind me again, what does compare and contrast mean?
Contrast, it's like you have two circles and it's like they're the same and like.
Okay, so what is this? Okay, what are the two things this article is comparing?
Like the old cell phone and the new cell phone.
An old cell phone and a new phone. Can you tell me where it talks about the old phone?
Like cell phone is lost every second by estimate in 2011 survival stat about finding.
Okay, and how is that the same as, how is that finding the same things about the old phones and the new phones? So reread again. Think, how is the author trying to organize their writing? Okay, what are you thinking?
I don't know. It's very difficult. I'm trying to use like the keywords to
Okay, so what are some, do you see any words?
I don't really see any words.
You don't see any words? Okay. So what is this article, what is this paragraph about?
It's like about how people loses their phones and how about like 22% of Americans have lost a mobile.
So that's like a specific fact. 22% have lost their phone. So this article is about how people lose their phone?
No, like that people lose their phone.
People lose them, and then what does it talk about?
It's like. Can I read?
Yeah, of course reread it. Alonso, you want to move back to your phone? But he's distracting me. So, Alonso, I'm actually like, you are doing a pretty good job. It's more because Sam and Eric are not able to control themselves, and I need you to help them move away. Because Alonso, you've been doing kind of showing. You did your turn of events, you did your stuff, and now there's this like moment where you guys are starting to lose it. And I don't want to. This is a great chance to move and stay on task. Okay? Thank you for cooperating.
Just like that.
Well,
No, it's okay.
like, you're not reading like that. It doesn't count as a day. You have to do it perfectly, right? Okay, did you girls finish?
Yeah. I think it's just.
Okay, so Maria was still trying to reread, but let's think. Some of you said descriptive. How come?
Because it's like the main thing is like losing a cell phone, and then it says like they lose phone numbers, photos, and sensitive information. If the phone isn't locked, it gets lost or stolen. Like it's telling you what happens if you lose a phone.
It tells you what's happening if you lose a phone. It's like describing what happens. to me, it sounds like there's a little bit of an event. You lose your phone. And then this stuff happens. Is that what this article is telling us?
I didn't see sequential. I thought of descriptive next.
I want to add on to that it said today's smartphones have free applications to allow you to find your lost phone using GPS signals.
Okay, so it's describing some features that a phone has. But I also think this all starts with an event. You lose your phone.
I want to add on to Ada. So like, I think it's like losing the phone. It's like the topic. It's like about phone. Losing the phone.
Is the whole thing about how you lose your phone? No.
What?
You lose your phone and then it describes what happens.
I think it's sequential and descriptive.
It says first do this, then do this, then do this. It says that? Okay, I'm going to reread it. I want you girls to listen. A cell phone is lost every second by some estimates. The 2011 survey shows that about 22% of Americans have lost a mobile phone. When a person loses their phone, they don't just lose a device that may have cost as much as $600. They lose phone numbers, photos, and sensitive information. So there's an event that happens. Someone loses their phone, and then what's the effect? Yes. Because an event happens. If the person hadn't lost their phone, would this article make sense? No, there's an event of something that happened, and then they lose. There's an effect. When you lose your phone, you actually lose all this other stuff that's affecting things, okay?
And there's no solution.
And they also don't really give you a solution. Exactly.
Can we do another one?
Yes. Okay. I want you to do the one right below it, okay?